would be Peter Bedard. He is with the CSL in Palm Desert, I believe. He is a practitioner there. He's a wonderful author of a book that's called Convergence Healing, Healing Pain with Energetic Love. And I just read this book. It is awesome. Everybody who suffers whatever kind of pain should read this book. It's awesome. So the convergence healing process helps individuals create a path for their healing that is guided by pain itself. Whether you suffer from addictive, compulsive behaviors, are living with the pain of a chronic disease or a broken heart, or suffer from anxiety and sleepless nights, convergence healing can help you bring joy back into your day and find a meaningful life. So this speaker would be next Sunday. Please come. Thank you so much. Okay, I think that's all for now for me, Trisha. Our beautiful Trisha Labrie.
Thank you, Karen.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to have Denise Crow do our Zoom purpose and vision statement.
Okay, I will turn the volume on and I give Denise the okay. Just I have to turn this off. Just a moment.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Our center purpose statement. The Yucca Valley Center for Spiritual Living is a healing teaching center focused on healing lives and building dreams by teaching and practicing the principles of the science of mind. And our vision statement, empowering all with love and compassion. Thank you.
This is one that a friend of mine and I wrote. She broke her foot, and so she was kind of down in the dumps that she broke her foot, and so we wrote this song called "Keep On Walking." You want to dance on the table, jump sky high, climb every mountain, lift your heels and fly. When you stumble and fall, slip and slide, just kick off your shoes and they might be too tight. You gotta keep on walking. Oh, keep on walking. Oh, you gotta keep on walking. You got to keep on walking. You can stomp around or go tiptoe. Any way that you please. You can go fast or slow. Dash, run, or cartwheel, career or careen, stay under the radar or make a scene. You got to keep on walking. You got to keep on walking. You got to keep on walking. Gotta keep on walking. Put one foot before the other and watch your step and shoot for the stars, because you're not not done yet. Better not trudge, can't be wasting no time. It's okay if you slip, you'll just be just fine. You got to keep on walking. You gotta keep on walking. You gotta keep on walking. You gotta keep on walking. I'll do one more that you guys can sing with me if you want to. It's a favorite. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone ever fail to notice that your love is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How could anyone ever tell you you were anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you were less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is a miracle? How deeply you're connected to my soul. How deeply you're connected. How deeply we are connected. How deeply you're connected to my soul.
Thank you, Jen. That was beautiful. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to have our reading from Cindy via Zoom. Cindy is currently visiting her parents in Seattle on a mission from God. And she visits them quite frequently and takes care of them. They're in their 80s. That's wonderful.
No, she's good. Can you hear me, Corinne? Good. Good morning, Yucca Valley. I chose a reading today that seems real positive. It's called Win-Win. If you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help someone else. That's a Chinese proverb. We find that prayer is essential to happiness, for righteous prayer sets the law of the spirit of life in motion for our good. And that's Ernest Holmes' The Science of Mind. When we are accustomed to living in separation, we often find ourselves living a life of right versus wrong. I'm right, you're wrong. The ego takes over and tries its hardest to prove that we are right. This is the potential problem with living in separation. We live from an us versus them mentality. This problem, however, can lead us to have the opportunity to see things differently. As the saying goes, would you rather be happy or would you rather be right? Living in a state of unity means I do not have to make you wrong for me to be right. We both can be right. This is not impossible. It just takes a willingness to listen and hear, really hear what the other is saying. Approaching our relationships from this point of view goes a long way to building a win-win situation for all involved. When you stop to think about it, we all want pretty much the same things. We all want peace and the freedom to be, do and have all that makes us and our families happy. To create a win-win situation, let us give up the need to be right. Instead, let us start talking about what works and what doesn't. This creates the opportunity for everybody to win. How cool is that? And our affirmation, I am open, receptive, and available to be the healing presence of love. Thank you.
Okay, we are back.
Today, we have a wonderful, wonderful speaker. Her name is Linda Rouseau. And the title of her talk is Shifting from Who Am I to Who I Am. I'm going to repeat that. The title of Linda Rousseau's talk today is Shifting from Who Am I to Who I Am. She's a mind surgeon, school of life, multiple coaching certification, and a lifelong student. Comment: have you longed to know your purpose? Do you find yourself doubting that the universe has your back? This talk will reveal easy to implement steps which will guide you onto your path of significance. You will shift from asking, who am I, to confidently knowing who I am. Her quotes: begin where you are. It will be unscientific to begin anywhere else. That's Ernest Holmes. You are more than you appear to be. Life is greater than you have ever known. The best is yet to come. That is also Ernest Holmes. I am loved, her affirmation for today: I am loved, worthy, and more than enough. Please give us a little round of applause for Linda Rouseau.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for that beautiful introduction. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you, even though it's via Zoom, but it's just like I'm there. And I think it was so appropriate, the songs that were sung this morning, Lights of Love, because that is who we are. We are lights of love. And, you know, I just want to start off too, sharing, I am so thankful not only to be able to be here with you, but because of God's love for me and Him being my true source, that by means of that, I am able to flow in everything that I do. And I believe in each and every one of you that this is your truth as well, because no matter what it is you may call Him, you know deep within inside that you have this guiding force that is directing you in your life. You know, in regards to that song, Lights of Love, and us being these beaming lights full of love, and we're able to go off wherever we may go in our everyday lives, not just today, but every single day of the week, 365 days of the year, 24 hours of the day, whether we're sleeping or awake. We can be these lights of love and be able to reflect brightly for other people. The other song, Keep On Walking. It takes us moving, taking one step after another for us to be able to go on this journey that we are on right now. It can't happen with us being still. It does call for movement. Even when we go into these places that are uncomfortable, even when we find ourselves maybe struggling a little bit, but as we keep on walking, we find ourselves on this path that leads to where we're able to bless and be a benefit to people all along the way. And then the wrap-up song of, how can anyone ever tell you that you're anything but beautiful? How can anyone tell you you're less than whole? I'm here to affirm that you are beautiful, that you are loved, that you are worthy, and that you are on this path to wholeness. This is a constant becoming. You know, we're ever evolving every single day. And I believe in you and being able to get exactly where you are meant to be. So many of us ask this question, I'm sure, or have done so in the past: who am I? And you're probably wondering, what is it that I'm supposed to do? How can I, one person, make a difference? I want to assure you that you, one person, can make all the difference in the world. You're that piece that allows that connection. For just like I'm here in Arizona, you're in Yucca Valley, California, but we are connected. We are one, and we're coming together to be able to make a whole. This is what will unite each and every one of us so that we can be these beams of light and love to allow for the healing that we see is so desperately needed and desired in the world today. And so us coming to know who we are allows us to take that next step and be who we were meant to be. Now, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. Once again, as introduced, my name is Linda Rouseau, and I am a lifelong learner. I am very imaginative. I love nature and learn from nature, and I'm a dreamer. There's so much more to than what we see right before us. And I love to dream, capture that, and bring that into my life existence. And I am able to do whatever it is I set my mind to, and whatever it is meant for me to do. I am able because of being in connection with my source. And so are each and every one of you. You know, how many of you find yourselves maybe looking for an answer for someone else, or you even were looking for an answer for yourself and came across something that you didn't even think was right there in your path, but it ended up not only helping you, but it helped other people, maybe family, friends, people you came across and met people that you never even thought you would get to know. I know this past almost 2 years now, I have met people from all over the world that, had this pandemic not taken place, I may not have connected with. So being able to see the good in every situation and realizing that no matter how bad, distraught, seemingly hopeless our lives may have been, or may even be in the moment, one key thing I would like to impress upon each and every one of you is to know and to repeat on a daily basis, everything is working out for my good. How can we say that? Because our loving God said that to us. He even makes fix our messes and make them turn out for good. As long as we're willing to listen and allow him to guide us, then we're able to continue on our path or be redirected back onto the path that is meant for us, and to be able to help those that are meant to come into our lives. whether it's for a brief moment or whether it's for years or a lifetime, whatever the case may be, we can actually be a benefit for so many more other people. You know, also, we run across people in the service industry and, you know, they're looked at, the hospital workers are being mentioned as first responders as being heroes. But did this one situation cause them to be heroes, or were they always heroes? And I want to ask each of you, do you look at yourself as a hero? Maybe you should, because whether you have ever admitted it or not, you're all in the service industry, and so am I. We're serving one another in one way or another, whether it's companionship, whether it's love, whether it's a smile to brighten someone's day, whether it's a listening ear or speaking that word of confirmation or refreshment that that person needed right in that moment. That is providing service as well. You coming together and what's provided for this meeting right here now is service, because it's allowing the joining of one another, and for us to be able to recognize that in reality, everything is spiritual. Our life is a spiritual walk. And when we can remember that, we don't have to turn off one switch and turn on another one. It is just the way of life, and we just choose to walk in that way. You know, I had a rocky start in my life, and I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. Have 3 other siblings, 1 sister and 2 brothers. And growing up wasn't easy. It was growing up with our mother, who did the best that she could, but it was cut short by her passing on. And me being the youngest of 4, I was 13 years old. So that was a change of life for me. It was a realization that, okay, if it's going to be, it was up to me in that point, because I didn't have the mother's guidance that I once had to that point. Thankfully, I had a firm foundation, but I also witnessed things that it was like, I wanted my life to be better. Coming from a place of poverty, I didn't want to live that way anymore. I used to walk going to school and admire these beautiful homes and these, you know, I would go out of my way to neighborhoods that were just absolutely gorgeous and dream about that being my life. And I made the determination that I'm going to let go of childhood things and go right into work so that I can have the life that I always wanted. Now, that was my decision, and it was a great learning experience for me. Was it scary? Absolutely. But there was a time for us to come together as a strong, united family, where previously we fought every single day. But it was a realization of, there's a need for a shift to take place. And that's what we did. We chose to shift in our actions, in our beliefs, so that we could have the lives that we desired. Now, fast forward, I ended up getting married young, had 2 sons, beautiful sons I'm so thankful for. No regrets, just a lot of learning experiences along the way. But the key thing that I want to help you to see, even in that journey, when there were these hopeless looking situations, there was an ability to shift things into what was meant for me to not only be, but for me to have as well. those very homes in that very neighborhood that I used to walk and love so much as a teenager, I actually found myself buying a home in that exact same place. And so I didn't even realize at the time that the power in these dreams and imaginations, and realizing that it's something that's not out of reach, which you may be feeling right now. I want to declare to you that whatever you are dreaming about is for a reason. Don't give up on those dreams. Know that you can take a hold of them and they can be your reality. And it may not be exactly the way that you thought it was going to be, but it is something that you can actually have and be able to experience the joy of having that thing that was always that major dream. You know, in sleeping dreams, I used to have these magnificent dreams of being this superhero, and I had this ability for dynamic flips and being able to save the world, whatever the situation was. And I see how it just ties in, and what I chose to do because of realizing it's my purpose is to be that person to help walk alongside of other people. So that's why I just want to put that out there to let you know that what is it that you are thinking is, oh, maybe that's just crazy. I can never do that. Maybe you can. Maybe you can, just in a different way. So allow yourself to be open to receive what is right there for you. Now, also, I just wanted to give you an acronym that I feel will be very beneficial for you as far as who I am. When you are able to start speaking these words over yourself, then you will be able to understand better who you are. So for the W, you're wonderful. You're worthy. For the H, you are humble. You're honest. And when I say humble, I'm not saying that you're letting people step over you. I'm not saying that, you know, false humility where it's like wanting to always shirk when someone may praise you in some kind of way or thank you, where you don't really receive it, but you put it off on someone else. You can receive it, but the humility is what allows you to actually walk into a more expanded way of life because you're able to help other people and yourself. The O is for observant. Be observant of your emotions. Don't necessarily fight them, embrace them. See what it is that you're really feeling in the moment. Get to understand it. And then as you're able to understand those emotions, you're able to know how to move forward in the next moment. Be observant of your surroundings and other people and what the needs of them may be. So when we're able to also take the focus off of problems, but put the focus on being that light and being love, then you start shifting in your perspective and you start shifting your ability to see, hear, and even speak differently as a result of that. Also, for the I, be inquisitive. Be curious about what it is you're experiencing in the moment. Curious about what you're seeing happening around you so that you can better understand it. Not as a way of judging, but a way of understanding so that you can allow yourself to be compassionate and once again, be that help that others need and that help that you need for yourself. Next is A for amazing. You are amazing. Acknowledge that. Receive that. Breathe it in. I am amazing. So as you get to start really telling these things to yourself, you can truly allow it to sink in, and that becomes a part of your life. And the M is magnificent. You're also magnificent. And as a result of you starting to know more of who you are, you're able to be magnetic and draw in the people that are meant to be in your life in that moment, or you be in their life in that moment, so that you can help them in whatever ways, assist them. It's not because they're broken, but it's just they need someone to walk alongside them. And the same may be true for you. We all need someone to walk alongside of us. We're on this ever evolving journey. And if we're willing to grab hands or link with our arms, we're able to move forward in a much more powerful way. So these things are to help equip you and myself so that we can find ourselves walking more in our power instead of walking powerless or sitting powerless, but walking in our power, fully assured and knowing who we are. And we can still come back around to that question, who am I in this moment? What is it that I'm to do? And then you're able to answer that question. Well, from what I observe, I am amazing, wonderful. I am light, I am love, I am worthy, I am healing, I am dynamic, I am beautiful. I am one with my source. And that is the best place we can ever be. And that is the one place that we never want to leave. Let us all stay in alignment with our source. Allow the guidance to come to our life and through our lives. And if we feel ourselves resisting in any kind of way, let's pause. Take a step back and observe that emotion. What am I feeling right now? Why am I feeling this? What would I like to feel? Do I want to be happy? As Cindy shared in some of her words, I think that's what we all bottom line would like to experience, happiness. What does happiness look like for you? You know, I want to take you through a brief meditation that will allow you in this moment to begin to envision and experience who you are. So if you want to just take a few minutes, I don't know if you want to play music or not, it's up to you, but I just want to have each and every one of you just close your eyes and take in a deep breath. I'm going to ask you to hold it for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release it slowly. And let's do it again. Take another deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4, and release it. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 1, 2, 3, 4. Release it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you finding yourself in a relaxed state? Keep your eyes closed. And I want you to think about something that brings you joy. What is that place? Maybe it's an action that you take. Maybe it's the laughter of a child. What is it that brings you joy? And as you hear that joy, you experience it and you feel it for yourself, just allow that smile to come across your face. And in that moment, I want you to recognize that you are likable, that you like yourself, and so do others. Also in that moment, I want you to be aware of the obvious, that this is something you can experience each and every day, and that it is for you, not someone else alone, but for you to be able to experience as well. Also, I want you to realize how valued you are in this moment of joy. You are also feeling value. You're evolving from one area in your life to another. You're constantly growing, and you are getting better. And last but not least, you are feeling dynamic, and you are dynamic. This was actually all coming from the word loved. You are loved. And if you can take these words and allow yourself to go into that place and remember that you are loved, then it's something that will reset you and allow you to continue to move forward. So if you haven't already opened your eyes, feel free to do so. But just witness right in this moment, how do you feel? Who am I? Ask yourself that. Are you able to say, I am loved? I am worthy? I am humble? I am observant? I am amazing. I am magnificent and magnetic. That's who I see when I look into your faces. And I hope that you see the same. So that's what I want to leave you with today. I hope that you feel uplifted, encouraged, and know that you matter and that you are loved. First and foremost, that's who you are. You are loved. Thank you so much for giving me your listening ears, allowing me to share with you all, and to just be in this beautiful, loving environment. I'm truly blessed and thankful for this opportunity. Thank you all.
Okay, we're gonna sing My Gift Goes Forth.
My gift goes forth on the wings of love, and it lands where it can heal and bless. It returns to me, multiplied thousandfold, and the universe says yes, yes, as the universe says yes.
Mother, Father God, we bless each and every dollar, cents, any type of free-flowing abundance. We accept it now, knowing that it is already here, knowing that this is our legacy, this is our energy that we can put forth into the world for good. Each and every one of us can do this, and it will, I know, come back to us. And for this, we are truly grateful. And we are grateful for everything that comes in today so that we can continue with this amazing center. Knowing this is already accomplished in mind and experience, I release this to God so God can do what God does best through each and every one of us. And so it is.
Lord, prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Mother, Father God, I recognize that there is one incredible energy for good, and we can use it. I acknowledge that each and every one of us is part of this amazing energy, that we are filled with spirit, every one of us. It is above us, below us, beside us, and is us. And I affirm today that everyone hold in their heart what their dearest desires are. And I claim them for each and every one of us today, now. This is our truth. This is who we are. And I claim happiness, health, joy, and peace for each and every one of us today. And I extend this worldwide. May we live in peace. May we live in joy. And may we live in all good things. For all of these things, we are truly grateful. And we release them knowing they have already occurred in mind and experience. And in releasing them, we say, blessed be, amen, and so it is.
And so it
And
is.
so it is.
That was our lovely Denise Myers. She is our nurse practitioner, and we're so grateful to have her here. I'm sorry. She's our CSL practitioner. I'm a nurse. I think of it. She's a nurse, and I think of nurse practitioner. Sorry. She is a CSL practitioner. So Karen's going to do our gong.
Okay.
Then we're going to do our om. And we will sing our last song with Jin. Yes, there's peace on earth. And then I'll do the closing benediction. Oh. Yes, there's peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Yes, there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our center, to guide it all of we. Yes, we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Yes, peace begins with me. Yes, this is the moment now. With every step I take, yes, this is my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Yes, there is peace on earth, and yes, it begins with me. Woo! We thank all of our participants today. We thank the people on Zoom. We thank the people here in the sanctuary. And most of all, we thank the universe. Because without God, we are not here. Thank you so much. I want you all to go out and have a wonderful, wonderful week. I want you to have joy and peace and harmony, like Denise said, like our lovely speaker Linda said, like our Cindy said, like our Denise said, and I know that's what's in each and every one of your hearts today. Thank you so much. Come back again. We need you. By the way, we have in our hall, we have food and just a little chitty chat if you choose to. And thank you so much. Could we have a little extra applause for Jen, our wonderful.
And for Linda, our wonderful speaker today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. So awesome to see everybody. Yay. Come back, Linda. It was awesome. Yes. Thank you. It was such a treat, right? Thank you. Bye, guys. Have a beautiful day.